It's been a difficult week on Wall Street. We've had two quite large declines here, and it's not really creating much of a positive mood after what's otherwise been a very good year.
Yes, Mike
So,
Casey.
Paul Vigna, thank you very much for joining us. Paul Vigna, of course, from Market Beat, Money Beat.
Money Beat, my friend.
Still use my old lingo here.
It's
we are
rough,
Money
it's
Beat,
rough.
and I know this as well as anybody. So
yeah. Futures are looking okay here
Yeah.
today in the U.S. Dow futures up about 36, S&P futures up 6. So calm, quiet, but it has been since May 21st when Ben Bernanke said in the Q of A of the congressional testimony, next few meetings, everything has just you know totally changed.
Well, it was a stunning thing to
So
say.
today, yes, the futures look better, but the last 2 days have been rough. Yesterday, a 200-point drop. What's interesting is that the Dow might be looking at its first 3-day streak of losses. Hasn't happened this year.
Yeah.
Just to sort of highlight the volatility, highlight the fact that we're not in this environment anymore where everything is just sublime and beautiful and markets rise to forever.
Yeah, it certainly is a difficult moment. But we've got some data to worry about as well.
We have some data. Let's talk about that. I got on a tangent. Sorry, Mike Casey.
I like that
I know
tangent,
JR wanted to start. He wanted to start with the jobless claims. Jobless claims are down 11,000, 346,000. Not a bad number, about what everyone expected. Last week was revised up a little bit. The 4-week average is at 352. It went up a little bit. So that's where jobless claims are right now, 350,000. Not a great number, not an awful number. Kind of like every other data point, you know? I mean, you can kind of spin it whichever way you want, depending on your bent. It is what it is.
We want something clearer at this stage. But the ECB was out. I mean, today, first Thursday of the month, we always get the ECB.
Right. The policy statement came out at 7:45. They didn't change rates. Everyone expected that. And Mario Draghi's press conference just started a few minutes ago. He's, from what I've seen of it so far, only had a few minutes, he's sounding the same kinds of tones. We will remain accommodative as long as we need to be. Things are subdued. I didn't see any bobombshells in the first few minutes.
European markets up a little bit there, perhaps taking their lead from the way futures are looking here. And so that's hopefully.
Well, and then the other market, the other big market, Japan, the Nikkei, down another. I think it was about 0.8% overnight. Not overnight for not overnight for them. Yeah, big correction. This index is down. I think it's probably now about 19% in the last 2 weeks. Right. I mean, it is just it is plummeted after rising 80%. I mean, huge. So very volatile things going on over in Japan.
Now, Verizon, we just mentioned earlier, one of the stocks you're watching today.
The stock isn't moving a lot. The stock basically flat, in fact. Yeah, it is actually. It's up 0.3%. Just a creepy story. And it's not the first time. Like, we've known that these programs have been in place, but what's different now is that this is the first time you're actually seeing the order. You're actually getting the details, and usually these things just don't come out in the open. And it's just... It's raising a whole bunch of questions. It's very creepy. So it's not affecting the stock, but it is going to affect the company. A lot of questions. So the name's going to be out there. It's all over Twitter. I don't know if you saw it last time. My timeline blew up with all the NSA stuff. Costco and some of the retailers reporting retail sales. Costco's numbers look pretty good. Retail sales for the month were up 5%, so pretty strong number. Again, stock isn't moving a lot, but we'll see what happens when it opens, and keep an eye on all the retailers because not all of them report same-store sales anymore, but the ones that do coming out today. And then the other one, Vera Bradley, stock's down about 9% pre-market. They reported earnings, but that wasn't the real story. They cut their forecast. They said the CEO was leaving. It was a real kind of just, dumping bombshells on investors, and they haven't taken to it well. So that stock is under pressure, Mike Casey.
Well, Paul Vigna, thank you very much for that.
Glad to be
here. Very succinct wrap-up. We'll speak to you soon.